everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 69 yards. Red zone opportunity. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
to throw here.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. now on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big third down play there for the Jags. 46 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Here we go.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
No, check. Patriot, Patriot.
Now back to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he is knocked down from the side at the 47-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Looking to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, a nice spin. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Ohio. Here we go.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He completes it to Bryant. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They're going to look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. He'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Screen play, McKinnon. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. Leopard! 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 Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. And he's got a noon one. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run with McKinnon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They run once more with McKinnon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Toss play to McKinnon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darren Lee able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Dobbs going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now it's third down. They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can. Do
guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take...
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now Fournette, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Dobbs is throwing. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Hassan Reddick with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And the Jets set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. McKinnon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Around the NFL, they've gone to the third in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Let's go.
A handoff to Fournette. Gets around him. With a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here we go.
Dobbs now on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 7.